Hi, everyone. So today I want to tell you about Sarah. Now, I met Sarah a few years ago, and the very first thing she told me was that it's impossible for her to lose weight. She's tried almost every single diet out there, and none of them worked for her. Now, even though this is not a common complaint, I still hear it surprisingly often. I always have a few clients that struggle to lose weight despite trying various different diets. So in this 5-minute video, I'm going to explain why Sarah struggled and the one activity I tell all my clients, including Sarah, to do before they start a new eating plan to ensure that they don't ever again say, it's impossible for me to lose weight. And just because you're watching this video, if you want to do the exact incredibly powerful 5-minute activity I did with Sarah that led to her big aha moment and made her realize why she was not getting results and what she had to do to change all of that, let me know in the comments and I'll send it to you on Messenger. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Monica Woolridge. I'm an integrative nutrition health coach and a creator and founder of the Art of Undieting. So when I was diagnosed with a very rare autoimmune disease a few years ago, I realized that the only way to get my life back was to put my knowledge and studies to the test and become my own nutritionist, right? And as I started experimenting with ways to naturally heal, I soon realized that I had stumbled on something incredibly powerful. What I discovered calmed down my inflammation in 28 days, got rid of 99% of my health issues, and enabled me to easily reach and maintain my ideal body weight, something that I've struggled with for years. And since then, I have helped hundreds of women do the same. So in all my videos, I share practical tips and tools that I personally use and that my clients are using to smash their health and weight loss goals. All my tips are simple but effective and can be implemented immediately. So let's get going with this video. Over the next 4 minutes, I'm going to share with you the one activity Sarah did that finally triggered her weight loss. So when I met Sarah, she was tired, stressed, and feeling overwhelmed from running her own business and being a mom. And you know what? I get it. I'm a mom and business owner too. And I know how crazy busy life can get. So the first question I asked Sarah was, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your stress levels? And you know what she said? Without thinking twice, she said 11. Her business was going through a dip. She had a toddler and a teenager at home that kept her busy 24/7, and she was struggling with her health. She woke up most mornings with joint pain. She often felt bloated, and her doctor recently told her that she's insulin resistant. So I explained to Sarah that there are two types of food. You get primary food and you get secondary food. Now, secondary food is the food on your plate. That is what you eat for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. Primary food, on the other hand, are the non-food aspects of your life that's still crucial for survival. It's things like relationship, spirituality, career, finances, physical activity. And when I told Sarah that primary food overrides secondary food, she gave me a very confused look and immediately asked, so does that mean I can eat what I want and healthy food is not important? Of course not. I explained to her that a healthy diet is important, but if she does not pay attention to her primary foods, if her primary foods are out of balance, she's going to struggle to reach her health and weight loss goals. So why is that? Well, when a person's primary foods are out of balance, for example, when a person has a super stressful job or career, or if you're struggling financially, or if you are in an abusive relationship, it doesn't matter how many plates of salad you eat or how many green juices that person drinks. If those out of balance primary foods cause stress, if the stress is chronic, in other words, it doesn't go away, a person's body go into fight or flight mode. In fight or flight mode, the human body releases adrenaline and cortisol to assist the body to either run from the stressor or to fight the stressor, right? Now, the cortisol releases sugar into the bloodstream to be used by the body for energy, as sugar is always the quickest source of energy. But when your blood sugar levels are high, insulin is released to regulate the sugar levels. And you know what? When insulin is high, your excess sugars are converted to fat and stored around your organs. So, in short, when a person is chronically stressed, the body goes into fat storage mode, period. So, the big question is then, if a person is in fat storage mode, do you think it's possible to lose weight or be healthy? Well, it's extremely difficult, if not impossible. And that is exactly why Sarah struggled to lose weight. She was chronically stressed and her body was constantly in full-blown fat storage mode. So if you want to do the exact 5-minute activity I did with Sarah that made her realize which one of her primary foods was out of balance and what she had to do to get out of fat storage mode, let me know in the comments and I'll send you the activity sheet on Messenger. So this is it from me. Thank you so much for listening. As always, if you have any questions, let me know. Bye for now.